So today we will read Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Written by, it is an autobiography of Nelson Mandela only, and written by Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Bruno has entered. They are not joining on time, and I had to keep an eye on that also. So, in the morning, we read the lesson. Which lesson we read? You forgot?
Chapter 2. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Triumph of surgery. Now we will see what is there in this lesson. Students, you all might be aware that everybody loves his or her freedom. Even the birds and animals also loves to be free. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is also the story of freedom and how Nelson Mandela would be able to get freedom, where it happened, that I will ask in the lesson. It is there. And you might have read a poem in class 7, that is Birdie Will You Pet. Have you read it? नहीं पढ़ा? किसी ने नहीं पढ़ा?
Yes, ma'am.
In the poem, a small girl is there and she was asking the bird to be her pet. And for for keeping the bird as a pet, she offered her all the luxuries of life, which are made of costly pearls, necklace, and some gold, jewelries, plates of silver, everything she offered. But the bird refused to be her pet, saying that running water cannot be drunk from the silver plate. In the same way, everybody wants to be free. And because of this reason only, when animals, suppose you are going to visit a zoo and there you found some animals. Government is trying to create their natural habitat to safeguard them. Earlier also I told you, man is very selfish and always we think our own benefit. So thoughtlessly we are cutting trees and we are removing jungle, and they are the species which are living in the jungle. They are endangered species nowadays. So government has also made some plans and they are trying to safeguard them while creating their natural habitat in the zoo also. Here also, I just want to tell you that freedom is important for all. Everybody likes to be free. You can remember the lines of Rabindranath Tagore, which he had written when we are under British rules. He wrote that where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, into the heaven of freedom, my father, late my country awake. Means he wanted to convey that when we are under the slavery of Britishers, when we are under the captivity of Britishers, we are unable to think of our own. Our mind and body both are captive under their captivism. So we had to follow them totally blindly. They used to do what they wish to do. So this will also the story of Nelson Mandela, and from which country it is, that you have to think and answer. Now I'm going to start the lesson. Can you tell me the meaning of the word apartheid? What is the meaning of this word? Anyone? Sakshi, Aditi, Gracie, Shubham, Chitiz, Anshu, Aditi Singh. Anybody can answer if you are knowing. Aditi, switch on your video, beta, and unmute yourself and give the answer of this question if you are knowing.
Ma'am, this was a system of discrimination among the black and whites in South Africa.
On the basis of caste, creed, and religion. Can you tell me the name of the country where it was prevailing?
South Africa. South Africa.
South Africa. Very good. So apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race. Can you say which of the three countries named below had such a political system until very recently? That is South Africa. And in South Africa, people fought for white and black. They are judged on their color, whether they are white or black. And continuously for 300 years, white are on the chair. So after 300, what problem Nelson Mandela faced when he decided to make a party and go for election? So he was the first president of South Africa, means black president of South Africa. इससे पहले सारे व्हाइट लोग ही वहां पे प्रेसिडेंट बनते थे. तो देखो उन्हें बहुत संघर्ष करना पड़ा अपनी बात को रखने के लिए. He founded a party and afterwards he fought election and he was elected by the citizen of the country and then he became the president. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? Mandela and his African National Congress spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black president of a new national. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. Because it is historic, because after so many years, you can say centuries, after so many centuries, he was elected as the black president of South Africa. The inauguration, can you guess what the occasion might be? Can you tell what will be the occasion? Occasion was the ceremony of taking oath as black president of South Africa. Now this is the news from there. Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Komal has joined now. From tomorrow, if there is online class, please join on time. In the morning only I told you that I will continue my syllabus. So try to be there in the class. Otherwise, it will be problem for you, may not be able to understand the whole text. After more than 3 centuries of white rule, how many centuries white people ruled? 300 centuries. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress Party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic election of South Africa's history. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. Means from whole world, from the 140 countries of the whole world, people or dignitaries, high officials went there to be a part of this occasion, to be a part of this ceremony. Never, never again will this beautiful land and experience the expression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. People suppressed each other. White people suppressed black ones, and when he became the first black president of South Africa, then when he was addressing the audience, he told that from now onwards, there was no any suppression from white people. Means everybody is free. Tell me first, what type of government is in India where we are living?
Democracy.
Democratic.
Speak loudly, Aditi.
Democratic.
It is democracy. Can you define democracy? Can you tell me the definition of democracy? What is democracy?
The government which rule for the people, by the people, and from the people.
A government which is for the people, by the people, and of the people. Means in India, there is no hierarchy, there is no caste based, there is no creed, there is no religion based government is there. So we are living in a country where democracy is there. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites, and coloreds celebrating together. Means all the citizens of Pretoria, where this occasion took place, were celebrating this. Means they all were the part of this function of occasion. More than 1 lakh South African men, women, and children of all races sang and danced with joy. Some expression are given here that we will see after reading the text. 10th May, dawn bright and clear. For the past few days, I had seen pleasantly besieged dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. Tenth May. What is the meaning of down? D-A-W-N-E-D. Down. Anybody? Try it. Whether it is right or wrong, that doesn't matter. But you should try yourself to know the meanings. Down means what? You might have heard the expression down of the day. Aditi wants to say something.
Ma'am, it is related to the sun, means rise and dawn of the sun.
When the first rays of sun, means very early morning, you can say. When the day began. Besieged means to be surrounded by. If you have pencil, write the meaning in your book. B-E-S-I-E-G-E-D. Besieged means to be surrounded by. Pleasantly, giving a sense of happy satisfaction or enjoyment. Dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. Means this never happened. Dignitaries means a person considered to be important because of high rank, high official person, you can say. So sandstone, a sedimentary rock consisting of sand or quartz grains cemented together, typically red. So people were there, assembled there to attend the ceremony of taking oath ceremony of the first black president of South Africa. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors. Sakshi, abhi kyun aa rahi hai? And nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. Means this is the government where no racial formula is followed. Earlier what happened? White people used to elect only white persons. So that means racial raciality is there, means people are becoming president based on their races.
So, hello, what's up, guys? So, kaise hain aap log? I hope aap sab
Amphitheater means
back with a new
somebody is talking.
Amphitheater
Amphitheater means an open air theater. That is amphitheater. Supremacy, the state or condition of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status. So 10th May was the day when Nelson Mandela sworn in. Sworn means to take oath, to pledge. Sworn in as the first black head of the state. South Africa, it was after years of struggle that his anti-racist party came into power. Until then, the seat had always been occupied by white presidents, as I told you. That is why the author referred to the day as bright and clear. It was a morning full of hope. Days before this day, many notable personalities started congratulating him for his victory. Means what Nelson Mandela had done, that is impossible for others. So everybody started congratulating him, taking care that he was going to be the president of South Africa, and that too non-racial president. For the first time in the country's history, so many international leaders came together for their inauguration ceremony. The ceremony took place in an open circular building made of sandstone consisting of union buildings in Pretoria city. Where this ceremony took place, what is the name of the city? You people will not give any reply, only I will speak, isn't it? What is the name of the city where this ceremony took place?
Pretoria.
Pretoria. Very good. Why can't you, why you are hesitating to answer? I don't know. Try to present wholeheartedly. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter, Zenani. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the Constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of the Republic and its people. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, see, the author was accompanied by his daughter, and what was the name of his daughter? What was the name of the daughter of Nelson Mandela? Speak.
Zenani.
Zenani, yes. And two other leaders who were the deputy president, they also entered, they also sworn for their position. First, the two vice presidents took an oath. Then when his turn came, he committed to respect, protect, and abide by the Constitution and to devote his entire self into the welfare of the country. These were the words of Nelson Mandela, which he addressed the audience, he addressed the dignitaries, or he addressed the people of 140 persons of 140 countries which were present. Today, all of us do by our presence here. Confer glory and hope to newborn liberty out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long. Must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. Means humanity, what humanity teaches us. We should not believe in caste, creed, and religion. But still somewhere It is prevailing, existing in our country also and in the world also. So he was saying, now this will not happen again. We who were outlaws not so long ago. What is the meaning of outlaws? Okay, write it. Because of its policy of apartheid, many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa. Right? I will dictate you. Because of its policy of apartheid, comma, many countries had either broken off, 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 broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa, that is outlaws. Not so long ago, have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. These people got a chance to host the people of other countries, persons of dignitaries of other countries on their own land, that is South Africa. So it was a matter of joy for them because previously they were treated as outlaws. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. Dignity, the state of quality of being worthy of respect. Possession means ownership, to have something, that is possession. Diplomatic, that is on our soil, means our own country, on the land of our own country. Means he was thankful to all the dignitaries, all the officials who were present there to attend the ceremony. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Emancipation means the fact, or write it with pencil, the fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions. Written, all of you, or you are simply listening? How many of you have written? Show me your hands. Aditi has written. Okay. Bhaskar has also written. Very good. Kshitiz Raj. Tomorrow I will check. So don't think that ma'am is not going to check us. And it's my advice to you all that try to switch on your video, because I will be able to see your expression and I will be able to understand whether you are understanding the text or not. Because if I am not seeing you, I will not be able to judge what I am teaching you is understood to you or not. Okay, see. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. See, they had not been given, is running out of time. They had not been given any important place in the country, in the job. They don't have been given any offer to do anything which would help them in earning their livelihood. So they are suffering from poverty also. Gender discriminations were also there. So he assured the people, he assured the audience of that country that I would be able to do it where no discrimination will be there. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Means whatever he did will be always there in the mind of the people. So he would be able to do whatever he decided. Oppression is a word. I think you will write it. Oppression means prolonged cruel or unjust treatment or exercise of authority. Again, I am repeating. Prolonged, cruel or unjust treatment or exercise of authority. Glorious means glorious, having worthy of or bringing fame or admiration. Whatever he did, that his deed was appreciated by all the country and all the dignitaries of the countries who were present there. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. And at last he said, let freedom continues here. Reign means rule. R-E-I-G-N, reign. Reign means rule or govern. Means everybody is free. Everybody is able to take his or her decision, his choices, and whatever he wishes to, he can do it. See, in this lesson only, you will see that when Nelson Mandela was a child, he was unable to understand the meaning of the freedom. He didn't know what freedom means to anyone. Freedom means you only think that only just go away from home, read somewhere else, wherever you want to spend the night, you stay there. That is the meaning of the freedom for Nelson Mandela. But as he grown up, he saw the problems of his own people, his own family members, then he will be able to realize the need of the hour. And he made a party, he fought for it, he went to jail, he lived in the jail for 30 years, just now we have seen. Clear to you all what I taught you today?
Yes,
बात
ma'am.
समझ में आई या नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ग्रेसी भी बोल रही है, यस मैम. कल मैं पूछूंगी ग्रेसी. Okay, few questions are given here. I think only we will discuss it. And this is for another paragraph. But you should keep it in your mind. Tomorrow when we will continue from here, then you will be able to know the answer. Where did the ceremonies took place? Can you name any public building in India that are made of sandstone? Do you know any building?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what is the name of the
Ma'am.
building which is made of sandstone in India?
Ma'am, the Parliament House and the
Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Yes, ma'am.
Rashtrapati Bhavan, which is
Ma'am,
made
and
of,
also Supreme Court.
that you had to see. Where did the ceremony took place? जो भी कहाँ पे ये इस तरह की ceremonies कहाँ होंगी? In an open area where maximum people, which has the capacity to take maximum people. Can you say how 10 May is an autumn day in South Africa? That we will see tomorrow. Next question is, at the beginning of his speech, Mandela mentions an extraordinary human disaster. What does he mean by this? What is the glorious human achievement he speaks of at the end? Disaster was that after 300 centuries, means after 300 centuries, only one black president was going to take the oath. And glorious is that now everybody is able to fulfill his or her own desire. Everybody is free to take his or her own decision. What does Mandela thank the international leaders for? For coming in this ceremony and this only. What ideas does he set out for the future of South Africa? His idea was that, can you tell me what were the ideas which he set up for South Africa? To liberate all people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. Means nobody will be discriminated on the basis of caste, creed and color. If a person is having some sort of ability, capability of doing something, he will be given the chance. But earlier what happened? जो गोरे लोग होते थे, जो white people होते थे, they are only asked for all the important things in the country. Means उन्हें ही मौका मिलता था. They only got the opportunity. And so जो black people थे, they are suffering from poverty because they don't have anything, any job, and they are earning their livelihood by becoming slave to the white people or serving in their houses. Clear to you? If you have any queries, you can ask, because only 3 minutes are there, and tomorrow we will continue from here itself. If you have any queries, you can ask. कोई क्वेरीज नहीं है. कल मैं पूछूंगी तब फिर मत. बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, BBC is a news channel.
हाँ, it was their news channel. BBC British Broadcasting is there, no? So in India, it is, we are taking it as a radio channel, but it might be their news channel or something where this clip has been taken and it has been mentioned in your textbook. It is the autobiography of Nelson Mandela. So he has the right, he has written whatever he felt, what happened with him. Anybody else? Okay.